Minions, welcome! I am the Overlord, and this is Pokemon Conquest, the finale. We are about to take on the Pokemon League. It is all or nothing, and I'm pretty hyped. So what you can see here is from last episode, I took a lot of time to sort of power grind a little bit. I got some items. I'll probably need to spend the rest of my money. Spend the rest of my money. And just got everyone ready. Went to the move relearner to relearn a bunch of moves, which was pretty interesting because the movesets change when Pokemon evolve, so some of the ones we've had for a while actually had a lot of moves that we could learn. Then I used some money for TMs, so we have Pink Floyd that has a really good attack stat, not so great special attack stat. We taught her Psycho Cut. We have Brick Break to deal with tough enemies. Ice Punch because we need something, especially against those Dragon Flying types. And I decided to keep Reflect, so if we have an easy fight, especially near the beginning, we can Reflect to sort of boost the whole team's defense. And gave her the Scope Lens. Planto, Black Sludge. We have the only new move is Leaf Blade. Through the move relearner, we were able to learn Wood Hammer, which is 120 power, but it deals recoil damage, and because this is a Nuzlocke, that just seems like a bad idea. Planto should be strong enough to take things out in a few Leaf Blades. Dio, the world, still hanging on to that Razor Fang. We didn't teach him anything new. So I could have learned some weird TMs, but decided to leave the weirdness for a White Snake. Gave him the leftovers back. Look at that. I'm pretty sure 255 is like the maximum attack stat in the entire game. So that's pretty nuts. So simple, prone to wild stat changes. We knew that. So I taught him Iron Head as kind of a move with a lot of power points. Physical. Earthquake's gonna wreck house. It can learn Shadow Force from a TM from the Game Corner. So that'll be really great switching into like those ghost types or those psychic types because Steel resists both of those. So that's pretty good for us. And then Defend Order, a weird TM, but since it raises defense and special defense, and since we have Simple as the ability, then it's basically like using an Amnesia and an Iron Defense all in one turn. So basically we'll use it to double our defensive stats if we find a good opportunity to do so, and maybe have White Snake sweep an entire trainer. Hot Wings, also incredibly awesome special attacks, so we taught Hot Wings Icy Wind for more of those, mostly just the dragon types that tend to have a double weakness to ice and can give us trouble otherwise. Thunderbolt, because why not if we're stuck up against a flying type or a flying water. Hopefully we'll move faster and just one-shot them with Thunderbolt. Of course, Vacuum Wave. Gave him the wide glasses to increase the special stat a little bit. And finally, with our Mystic Water, we have Killer. Not a whole lot has changed with Killer. We have Surf, Waterfall because the attack, well, because we needed something, I guess. Hyper Voice and Magnitude. So if we're stuck against electric types, yeah, we have some options here. So enough talk, let's begin the... Oh! Alright, this will be a good test. Surprise final rival fight. Okay, Ursaring comes out first. We're going to send out Pink Floyd. And then I think what we're going to do... Ooh. It has a Drizzle. We're going to switch out to White Snake. Going to play it super safe here, because I certainly don't want to have to retrain anyone. It's going to use Furious Swipes. That's a normal type move. That's not going to do anything to us. And then, so what we're going to do in response to it is we are probably going to do a Defend Order first. And then we'll see if we can just, like, Iron Head and Earthquake our way through the rest of the fight. So he's going to miss with the Fury Swipes, which is pretty great on our end. And then we'll go ahead and start doing Iron Heads. Fortunately, we can hit the Pokemon Center again before we challenge it. And that's going to take it out in one shot, so that's pretty great. We are significantly higher level for this, but by the time we get to the champion, we'll probably be on about even keel. Whalewren, that is a water type, which is going to be really bad for us, so actually we will want to switch. And we'll go ahead and switch out to Planto. The Drizzle is going to power up the Whalewren's attacks, but we can Leaf Blade it and hopefully just take him out. Ooh, that's... I forgot. He is a water-ice type, which will be problematic for us if we run into those, and they're kind of common. Because Plantos will do good against the water, but not so great against the ice. And Leaf Blade doesn't quite cut it, but it's just going to use an Aqua Tail and not an Ice-type move like Blizzard or something crazy like that. So we're actually in pretty good shape here. The rival might try to use an item, but... we'll just keep Leaf Blading. There's really no reason not to. Critical hit, super effective. That is great, and we'll see what he sort of counters with here. After we, of course, chomp on our Black Sludge. Charizard, switch Pokemon. That pesky, pesky Charizard. We're going to switch out to Killer. We don't really have a great option as Steel is weak to Fire. Otherwise, Onix. Like, this is the one time... Ooh, and I wonder if the water will help us out here. We're going to use a Surf and hopefully take it out with that Drizzle powering up everything. Charizard seems to have a lot of HP, but we got a crit and we one-shotted it, so that's good. Because we kind of don't really have a lot of great options to flying types. That is a Mantine. We could switch to Hot Wings and try to Thunderbolt it, but I think I'm going to keep Killer out, just defensively speaking. And it's going to use Pressure, but we don't care about that. We're just going to use Hyper Voice, and hopefully we can out-damage its healing. It's only level 47, so I think we'll be alright. But we'll see how much Hyper Voice does here. So not quite one shot, but close enough. And it has Pressure, so any move that we do will probably take it out. I'm going to use Hyper Voice again just because. Or it's going to use Brave Bird. We should be alright here. And... okay, so it didn't knock itself out due to recoil. But it could have. And either way, that's pretty good for us. We're still at, around 75% HP for Killer. And the rain will continue to fall. It's going to send out a Miltank. We will switch. We'll switch to White Snake. Just once again, because defensively, White Snake is pretty great. I think we'll use a safe... I don't know if we need to do that. Let's just hit it with an Earthquake. It has extreme speed, okay. So it'll probably do a decent amount of damage just because White Snake's defense isn't that good. But we also resist it, so... I am fine with that. Yeah, the only thing White Snake really needs to be careful of is like a Mach Punch or something like that. Something that takes priority and it doesn't resist. That's a good amount of experience too. We might get a couple levels up throughout our adventure. And then Staraptor, we will keep battling. Because we will resist the flying and the normal type moves that it tries to throw at us. So we're going to use Iron Head. See how much damage we can do. And we one-shotted it. It was a crit, but good enough for me. Trainer Spear! I guess I'm not ready for the Pokemon League. Wah wah. Okay, quick heal up. And then here's all our gym badges. Alright. Here we go. The Elite Four of the Pokemon League of our randomized Nuzlocke challenge. Let's go! Welcome to the Pokemon League. I'm Aaron. Bug Pokemon. Or are they? Ooh, fancy graphics and everything. This is the real deal. He just jumped down from the sky. It's like, blah! And Blissy's like, yo dog, I'm Blissey. And it raises special attack. We're gonna go ahead and use a Brick Break. So Blissey usually has like insanely high HP. One of the highest HP stats in the game. But that stat could be somewhere else. Because it's all mixed up. So it could have like crazy high special attack or something, for example, which would not be super good for us. But we take it out on a few Brick Breaks. It's only level 49, so that is really good for us here. And then Ninjask, we are definitely going to switch because that is a bug flying type. We will switch to Dio, because we can take out the bug with a fly, and then if that's not enough to finish it off, then we can use a Chatter. But we're 10 levels ahead of it, and here we go. Fly! It's gonna String Shot, that's good. It's like these attacks are randomized, so it's like they could have crazy attacks, or they could have garbage, and it just depends on how lucky or unlucky we get here. So it's going to String Shot again, that's fine, we should still be faster. Looks like Ninjask has pretty crazy high HP, which is fine. Because that means, oh, and he's using his full restore. Cool, we'll see how much Chatter does. Now, yeah, Ninjask usually has like crazy speed. Its ability in the normal games is Speed Boost, which at the end of the turn it increases its speed even more, so that's cool. Okay, so Fly will finish it off, and we're going to avoid taking any damage. It's just going to String Shot. It might have an ability that forces it to only use one attack. Or maybe that's a held item. I know that's a held item. But it could also be an ability. I can't remember if it's in this generation or not. Hypno. Yes, we will switch. We will switch to White Snake. Because we can one-shot that Hypno with our Shadow Force. And if Hypno tries to do anything crazy, well, we're Steel type, so we will resist that. So we're going to disappear. He tried to use Tail Whip. And then, boop. Bopped it. Super effective. Should take it out in one shot. It's 120 base power, and we have insanely high attack. Get some White Snake EXP. Camerupt, that is a ground fire type, so we're definitely going to switch out. We're going to switch out to Killer. We'll use a Surf to do 4 times the expected damage. And then with that, Camerupt should go down as well. Whee! Seems to have a lot of HP, which is alright with me. Teedle-dee-dee. Because it goes down, regardless of how much HP it has, we just overpower it. And then Tangrowth, we will switch Pokemon again. Let's go ahead, that is just a grass type, so we're going to switch to Hot Wings, and we are going to burn it away. Dio would have also been... Dio might have been the better switch-in, because defensively, anything that Tangrowth is going to try to do would only do 1/4 of a damage instead of half damage. But it's just going to lower my evasion. I don't think there's any cause for concern about that. And then it's going to go down as a result with 1 superpowered Lava Plume. So gain a bunch of XP there. And 1 out of 4 is done. I don't think we need to use... I spent a lot of time growing some Lepa Berries because that restores power points to your Pokemon, because obviously something like Shadow Force is strong, but you can only use it so much. And since this is a boss gauntlet, it's good to have some items to restore those power points. Otherwise, you know, you kind of run out of steam and then you can't really do anything offensively. So, being challenged by Bertha, that starts out with a Sunflora. We have Pink Floyd here. So Sunflora is just a grass type. I think we're going to see how much an Ice Punch does, because we do have 10 levels on it, fortunately. An Ice Punch takes it out in one shot. That's a good sign. Spiritomb. That Pokemon does not really have any weaknesses, but it's a Ghost Dark type, so we have to play solely defensively here. And I'm going to use Defend Order again, just to boost my stats up a bunch. And hopefully she doesn't have a direct counter to that. Okay, so Spiritomb's going to use Shadow Force. We can counter it with our own Shadow Force. We'll disappear. It misses. And then next turn comes around and we'll hit it. I didn't really want to use Shadow Force, so I was just going to Earthquake. But this will work too. Oh! Well, we'll Defend Order here, just to boost our stats again. So we should be looking at basically triple our own attack and defense, somewhere around there. And that doesn't do that much at all, which is nice. We'll recover some of that from leftovers as well, which is another bonus to Shadow Forces. We'll recover some HP due to leftovers as we disappear. And Bertha is going to use one full restore. We're faster than Spiritomb, so we'll just Iron Head it twice, and that is Bertha's item down. I don't know if Elite Four have more than one item, but regardless, we'll recover our HP. Oh, withdrawing to send out Melodic. Ooh, Water type. Okay, so that Steel attack's not going to do brilliantly against it. And it has Citrus Berry? Yeah. Okay, so this is a tough choice. I am going to switch out to Planto here, because if Melodic is faster, or Earthquake doesn't cut it, then yeah, Hydro Pump will just like end up wrecking it. Whereas Planto is a pretty safe switch. It is just a water type, so it's likely to only know water type attacks. And Howl, which raises its regular attack, and that doesn't affect the strength of Hydro Pump. So that goes down. It is a shame that we had to waste a few more Defend Orders and haven't really gotten a chance to sweep, but I think we'll be alright. Spiritomb... We'll switch. We'll switch back. There's no use being reckless. Not that I think it could take out Planto. Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember if it was one hit away or if it was 2 hits away from death. So I might have actually left Planto in if I recalled that from just a few minutes earlier. But that's how exciting and Gastrodon. So that is an easy Planto kill. Yeah, that's how intense things get when you're at the Elite Four. And needless to say, this episode is probably going to go a little bit long, because we'll definitely get through at least one more of the Elite Four, and I don't want to save, like, the last person in the champion for its own separate episode, because I want to record it all in one go. $1998. That was a year that I lived in. And you might have lived in it too, though actually, you might have not experienced 1998. That's kind of weird to think about. Nidoking. We will switch. It is a poison ground type, so we can go to Pink Floyd, and we'll just use a Psycho Cut and hopefully take it out in one shot. Psycho Cut! Channeling the spirit of Lousy D. And it goes down. Thank you, Pink Floyd. We didn't get any level ups yet, but it was close. I think you can go as far as you want. Let's see. Pokemon, do I need to? I think we're still good. I think we're still good right now. This epic, kind of spooky Pokemon League music. Woo! Ronald McDonald! The fire guy. Flint. It's like, yo, buy my hamburgers. If you don't... Aerodactyl. That is a rock flying type. It's usually pretty fast. But maybe an Ice Punch can take it out in one go. Again, we have pretty good attack, and Ice Punch will deal double damage to it. Rock itself is not weak to ice. It is only the ground part of most rock ground Pokemon. That is. Okay, so Aerodactyl's down. He's going to waste his full restore, which is why I went with Ice Punch again instead of a different move. There we go. And Ice Punch has plenty of power points, so we're just going to keep using it. Just in case they have multiple items, which, again, I don't know if that's a thing that can happen or if they only have one, but now is not the time to find out. Okay, cool. Got some more stats. Got to level up off of that. Relicanth. We'll switch Pokemon. That is a Water Rock type. So Planto will lay some sick beats on the Relicanth in the form of leaf blades. It's a leaf, but it cuts through you. The real damage is how perplexing it is. I would have been shocked, surprised, and a little appalled if that didn't one-shot him, because that's quadruple damage. Level up, that's always nice. God of War, we will switch. We will switch to Whitesnake, just to get Whitesnake a level up. Gardevoir is, of course, a Psychic type, so its attacks aren't going to do very good, and our Shadow Force is going to wreck it. Power Trick. Switch its attack and defense. We'll see if either of those were any good. That's a lot of HP. But I suppose at this point in the game, a lot of them... Ooh, it survived it! Wow, impressive. It's going to double edge, and will that be enough? No. I was hoping it would kill itself on the recoil from double edge, but guess not. We'll just use an Iron Head. Boop. Knock it out. We get a level up for Whitesnake too, which is pretty nice. Yeah, 250 attack. That's crazy. So it must have pretty good defense, if that was the case. Vaporeon, we will definitely switch. We will switch back to Planto. Vaporeons can be hard to kill sometimes, especially in the vanilla game. They're pretty defensive and have a lot of options for moves. It has Mold Breaker, which negates my Snow Cloak, so that doesn't really matter. And Hyper Voice, that's not going to do anything that's good. But that's only one of its moves. Like, it is still random, so it could still randomly have, like, Fire Blast or something crazy like that. And it has a Citrus Berry. But it's okay, because we have Black Sludge, and we also have Giga Drain. It's gonna Hyper Voice again. I like how that attack, it uses the actual, like, cry, like the battle cry of the Pokemon for the sound of that attack. That's a nice touch. Because I suppose it didn't have to. It could just, like, make a noise or use the Loudred cry or something. Ursaring! We will switch to Whitesnake. We'll see if it has the same sorts of abilities as the first one we fought. Flint. I can feel your determination. Your will is overpowering me. Burger King is the better fast food restaurant. Uh-oh. Actually, his sister Wendy's has the best of, like, the big chains. Wendy's is the best. Or at least my favorite. Uh-oh, Metronome. Metronome is kind of like the meme of Nuzlocke randomizers. Or just Nuzlocke in general. Because it could choose something. Metronome becomes a random ability in the game. Like, and it could be any of them. So we saw it choose Rap, which was kind of alright. Like, really weak, but also deals damage at the end of each turn to us. Ooh, nice hit. But it could be something crazy like Explosion, which is why you never want your Pokemon to use it, because it could do that, or like Healing Wish, or a move that makes it faint. Makes it faint itself. And then... Aha! I didn't take you for granted, I swear, but our dollar menu is inferior to when you can get... Remember when Wendy's had, like, the 99-cent spicy chicken nuggets? I wasn't super into spicy food back then, but I think now it would be, like, amazing. Alright, so I'm just going to heal everyone up a little bit, and I'm going to use one of my Lepa Berries that I spent days grinding as I was ready to record this final episode. But no. Shadow Force. PP was restored. Nice. And this would be normally where I end things, but this is the Elite Four. It would be kind of messed up not to go through it all. Lucian! It'd be weird not to, like, go through it all in one episode. That's not cool. This is the finale. It's a big deal. It's a double episode, both in one. And that's a pincer, which means we immediately want to switch out. Because that will wreck Pink Floyd. So we're going to switch to Dio! Because it will resist bug-type attacks. So if it uses Takedown, that's a different story. Dio's still pretty defensive, though. We're gonna fly. Whee! It's gonna keep using Takedown. Well, it's a good choice on its part. Though I think it should use bug-type attacks against me, personally. Ooh, and that's a critical hit. So Dio gains some experience, that's nice. Melodic, we will switch. We've dealt with that before. We know what to do. It's Planto time. Seems to be a bit higher of a level, but it's still going to use Howl. Which I'm okay with. Because unless it has, like, Ice Punch or something dumb like that. Or it's like, Melodic knows Fire Punch! And we got a critical hit with that, so he can't even use his full restore. One of several. Gyarados, we will definitely switch. So that is an interesting one. That is a flying water type. Hot Wings would wreck it, but it is a very dangerous proposition. I gotta try it. Hopefully Gyarados is slower than Hot Wings, because that's the only way that bad stuff would happen. Hot Wings goes first, that's awesome. Well, unless Gyarados has, like, the sturdy ability, or some BS like that. Because that is 4 times the damage. Okay. Phew. Part of me was like, nah, dog, just play it safe. Hippowdon. We will switch. So that is a ground type, so Planto and Killer will both suffice there. We'll go with Killer. I suppose Dio will also work, But we'll see if we can take it out in a few surfs. Maybe one surf is all we need. Well, we certainly know it's faster than Killer. And, of course, the one accuracy down causes Surf to miss. Because of course it does. Of course. Have an Earthquake coming in hot. See how much that does. And, okay, I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with that. One accuracy down and Surf misses twice. Like, forget that. And he knew that I was switching to Dio. But you know what? I'm going to Energy Ball. And then I'm going to Energy Ball again, and I'm going to keep doing it because you can't do anything, you ground hippo you. Oh, so he has Iron Tail. That's interesting. One full restore. We'll use Energy Ball again. Okay, so it hits. That's good. Come on, Dio. Crit him down. Do it. Aw. Then we will Chatter to finish it off. We miss, of course. Because of course we do. We have one reduction of accuracy, so now we're missing most of our attacks. He got the defense down. We'll Chatter, and it misses twice in a row. That's really annoying, but at least his Iron Tail missed. Which is like a 75% accuracy move anyway, so. Phew. Okay, we're definitely switching out just because we have a accuracy down problem. And Muck comes out. We're immune to all poison type attacks, so we're just gonna Earthquake and take him down. Muck going down. He's like, yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm Muck. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Overlord because he's cool. And then he faints. Because lol memes. He's like, I see. The champion is far stronger than the Elite Four. Alright, so let's do... I don't even know if we need to use Lepa Berries. I feel silly that I spent all this time grinding Lepa Berries and we didn't use very many of them. But we will use Moo Moo Milks to top everyone off because they're delicious, nutritious, and provide 50% of your daily value of calcium. Buy Moo Moo Milks today. Alright, here we go. The long hallway. Big build-up. I love this music. It's a shame that this is literally the only room in the game that has it. But it's so cool and it's like mysterious and you're standing in the middle of the... Aw man, and then boss music. See, they came up with new music just for that little intro. And Cynthia's like, yeah. Jinx is like, oh, what? Oh, it's what you get. Okay. So Jinx, Ice, Psychic. We're just going to try to use a Brick Break. Don't do neutral damage to it. We'll see how much it does. So that doesn't do very much at all. And Jinx knows Head Smash. Pretty powerful, but it's going to hurt itself a lot. And we're going to Reflect to reduce the amount of damage Head Smash does anyway. It's going to use Ice Beam, so that's two moves we know. A Rock and an Ice type move. Okay, that is a very strong attack. And I don't know who we would switch in to counter that. So we're going to use one of our Hyper Potions and heal up Pink Floyd a bit. Let's see. Hot Wings would not do good against Rock Smash. I don't know if Steel resists Ice. I want to say yes, but Ground is also weak to Ice, so it'll do neutral damage, and it seems to be really heckin' powerful here. So we are kind of in trouble. We'll switch to Killer. Hopefully Killer can take more of the Ice Beam hit. It'll do half damage. Okay. And we are Ice type, which I think is actually kind of bad. Wah wah. So let's see. We'll use a Surf. See how much damage we can do to it, doing special type damage instead of physical damage. That really doesn't do too much, and it has Earth power. So this Jinx is pretty well-rounded to heck us up. Oh my god, and color change made us... Oh no. Oh jeez, this is rough. This is really rough here. I think we gotta... made us ground type. So we'll get a boost if we try to use Magnitude, but Magnitude could be really weak, so we'll probably want to use Surf or Hyper Voice, either one. And hopefully we can take out this Jinx, because this Jinx is actually quite problematic. And then it uses Ice Beam, which is actually double powerful now because of color change. Oh, this is rough. R.I.P. Killer. R.I.P. buddy. Friend. Okay, White Snake's gonna come out. I should have just switched out. Okay, and then she's probably gonna use an item here. But we will be faster either way. So we can Iron Head. Well, Iron Head first, because that should be super effective against the Jinx. And then we will Shadow Force next turn if Iron Head doesn't quite cut it. But it should deal a heck ton of damage here. Okay. Iron Head again. Take it out. Holy moly! Okay. This is a whole different battle than the rest of them. This is a champion fight for sure. Gonna send out Golem. Yes, we will switch. I would have loved to switch out to Killer, but Killer's dead. Killer is dead. Like that video game. We have a Golem. Classic red-blue Pokemon. We're gonna go ahead and give it the Leaf Blade. See what it does. Usually it has pretty good defense, but again, random, so all of the things are mixed up. Executor. We will switch. That is a flying psychic type. So, or not flying. Grass psychic type. Derp. So White Snake would do good. So Hot Wings not quite. Dio actually White Snakes are only switching for this. Because Dio will get hurt by the psychic type attacks, same with Hot Wings. And Pink Floyd could do it well too, but ooh, Intimidate lowers our attack a little bit. That's not fun. And it's fast. Okay, good to know. Zen Headbutt though. It's gonna raise its attack? Oh geez, it's like perfectly countering everything I'm trying to do here. This Executor is bad news. And it's actually really bad news that it's so fast. It's fine, as long as there's no flinch BS, we should be okay here. Because we will resist it. Not very effective. What did I just say? Cheesy Pete's. Sleep Powder! Oh, no! So it knows Meditate, Sleep Powder, Zen Headbutt. If it doesn't use a Grass-type move, then we should be okay, but we're gonna have to spam some items here. Full Restore. It's like, oh boy. Zen Headbutt again. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. That was not very effective, but that did more than half HP. So that's actually not good, because we're slower than it. Somehow, I don't understand that. Use a Moo Moo Milk. Bring it up to have HP. Hopefully it'll try to use a Sleep Powder or something again, and Sleep Powder will miss, because it's like 75% accurate. Okay, that one did less than half HP. So it's kind of varying wildly. But if we can get off another Shadow Force, we'll be money. Ooh, a little too close for comfort there. Okay, boom. Executor goes down. Oh, jeez. All the other Elite Four people were so easy, and now it's just like... Cynthia's really trying to pwn our bones here. Blissey. We'll keep battling? I don't know why you would send out a Blissey against a Steel type unless you have something to counter it, but Download's going to raise its attack. We're going to go ahead and use a Hyper Potion on White Snake. And then, if Blissey doesn't do too much damage, we'll try to use a Defend Order here. Wood Hammer, okay. That doesn't do too much, which is good. Have to watch out for a crit, but Defend Order, well, if it crits, it'll ignore Defend Order's stat buffs. But we'll be okay. Gonna use Scary Face, lower speed. I'm pretty sure it also, the simple ability also doubles like stat downs, so that's not good. Head Smash, Rock type, so it knows a Rock type, and that's not going to do anything. That's great. Scary Face, and a Grass type move. Yeah, this is going to take a bit. Play until it was out, we could Leech Seed or something, but I don't see that happening. Another Head Smash. I guess the bright say about Head Smash is if it does crit, then Blissey will take some HP damage and recoil. And Blissey has a Citrus Berry. Back up we go! And we're just going to slowly restore HP with leftovers, which I am fine with. Here we go. Om nom nom those leftovers. Hopefully we can score a crit with this Earthquake, because otherwise she's gonna full restore and it's gonna be like, oh jeez. Gonna have to do all of this again. If my attack wasn't lowered, it wouldn't be as big of an issue, but... Okay, good. It was enough to take out Blissey. Phew! Level up from that, White Snake. You've earned it. Okay, eat some leftovers. That's fine. I'll take a heal. Venusaur. Yes. Yes, we will switch. It's like we could do Hot Wings, but let's do Dio. Dio's the better move because Dio can't be poisoned or anything like that. And we want Dio to get some time to shine. It flies up high. Watch like Venusaur no Thunder or some BS like that. Ooh, Leech Seed. That's kind of nasty though. Not a fan of that, especially if it takes 2 turns for our fly to happen. No me gusta. I do not like that. It's like, it's not a huge threat, but it is kind of annoying. Okay, and Cynthia's not going to use her... Missed! Oh, you've got to be kidding me! 95% accuracy here. Ugh, it's kind of risky doing another fly. Maybe I should have just chattered. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be sad if it, like, survives with a sliver. Okay, good. Dio is still leech seeded, so we will have to switch out Dio. Electivire. We will switch out Dio. Switch back to White Snake, because Electivire is electric type. We could have switched to Planto too, but no one put Cynthia in a corner. That was a reference, right? I got you. Got you back, all the cool kids. Alright. Will one Earthquake take it out? Jeez, it is beefy. But one Earthquake does take it out. Okay, I'm pretty sure... Woohoo! Alright! We just beat the Nuzlocke Randomized Pokemon Platinum, dubbed Pokemon Star Platinum. We have completed our conquest, and now let us reap the rewards. It's a shame that we lost Killer, so Killer doesn't count, but everyone else. The Hall of Fame! Your last battle was splendid. You've grown into a real champion. Yay! It's been a long time since I've entered this room. Yay, look at that. Everyone's coming up. Everyone's being recorded. Pink Floyd. Planto. Dio Bato has been with us since pretty much the beginning. White Snake. Hot Wings, the crazy Pokemon that was supposed to be an Eevee. And an RIP Killer. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that! Congratulations to us. And the credits are probably gonna roll. And with that being said, that was Pokemon Star Platinum, the randomized Nuzlocke challenge of the century, if I might be so humble to suggest. If you haven't at this point, surely you'd love to like and subscribe in victory and celebration of our great accomplishment here. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the seed for the randomizer in the comment section, or not in the comment sections, in the description sections on the YouTubes, and then if there's anything on Twitch where I can do the same thing, I'll certainly do that there, so that you too can have your own Pokemon Star Platinum experience. I certainly had a great time with it. This was a lot of fun, and I am certainly glad to be done with it too, so I can move on to more fun games for Conquest, see what other fun little rules I can make up for games that are around here, or that the community has made up. So, with that being said, that's all I have for this episode. So go now, my minions! Be free!